everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Atlanta Unplugged. We have a special guest, and we're in a special location today. So we're going to go ahead and allow him to introduce himself.
Peace and respect, everybody. My name is Steve Paul, the founder of Lithonia Art Center, and also an artist by trade. So Steve Paul Creations.
Awesome. Will y'all go ahead and welcome Steve to Atlanta Unplugged. We are at the Lithonia Art Center, live and in effect. So Steve, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm Steve Paul. I'm a independent comic book artist, and also the founder of Lithonia Art Center. I'm here in Lithonia, in the center of Lithonia. I'm originally from Southern California, but I traveled to many places and stayed in many places here in the States, from California, Kansas, Detroit. But I've been here in Atlanta, Georgia for the past going on 8 years now, and been in Lithonia going on about 6 years. I've just been an independent artist that was creating my own independent comic books and everything like that, because I'm big on representation, and I just wanted to see images of us in the works and everything as superheroes and all that. So I went ahead and started my own comic book line in 2013, and when I saw that I could actually, profit off of that, off of my own intellectual property, by 2015, I decided to go ahead and get off the plantation. That's what I call it, the job, and get off the plantation. And from there, I just, tuned into my gifts and abilities to be able to draw and everything, and producing works of art. By the time I got here to Lithonia, which was, like I said, about 6 years ago.
Okay.
I just saw that Lithonia was, there was a lot of things happening as far as black-owned businesses and everything like that. Because, like I said, I'm big on representation. I just want to see us in a better light. So I came down here to Lithonia and immediately got myself involved in it. So, I was in the community, helping out the businesses and everything like that, helping out the community, just doing what I can do to just help uplift the people and everything, until I was eventually able to acquire this building here on Center Street in Lithonia, and bring the arts to the community, because I've been hearing that they've been stripping the arts out of the school system and everything. So I felt like this was my part to play as far as what I could bring to the table to help our community.
All right, awesome. Well, it's good that you're doing that work inside the community. And for those who don't know, Lithonia is in the eastern part of the Atlanta metro area. So that's why we're here, Atlanta Unplugged. And this brother right here is doing a lot in the community to bring art awareness, and also awareness to, I guess, the disparities in the arts in this area. So that's a great thing. And we're lucky to have him here today to be able to ask him a little bit of questions about what he has going on. And, the Lithonia Art Center, and he says located on Center Street, right?
Yes, correct.
Awesome. So you already told us a little bit about your story, but what else inspired you about this business? I know you said there was some things going on in the community where the arts were stripped away in the Lithonia area, but what else inspired you to do this art center exactly?
Well, I always, champion us as a people, to be excellent as we can be, Right. So my part and my role that I was playing is just being a part of the arts already. That's what I grew up doing, is being in the art world, specifically the comic book world and everything like that. However, my aspirations was always to just build our communities up and everything. So it was already a plan of mine to eventually be able to have an environment to where we could be creative as artists and not thumb ourselves down to be creative as we want to be, meaning that, you know, everything that you see in this environment is a representation of us. Not to say that, you know, we're not to have any other cultures or anything in there, but, you know, when we walk into other establishments, you know, other cultures, they don't thumb themselves down for us.
I agree.
You know, they're proud of their heritage and their cultural values and everything like that, which is great. We should do the same, and this is just an experience that everybody could come to and appreciate. However, me being in this position now, unfortunately, it came about because there is another added element to it. I deal with depression, and I know that getting into the arts, it helps to fight against that depressed stage and everything like that.
To have an outlet.
Right, to have an outlet. And I know a lot of us as a people need that type of outlet, need to have a place where they could know that they could go to and actually be safe and welcome to be able to express themselves. So I wanted to create that platform, and it's a whole ideal, meaning that we all should do what we can to create platforms for us to be able to go to and actually participate in, whether it's the arts, whether it's food environments, whether it's sports, whether it's anything in life, because we're a multifaceted people. We have layers to ourselves. So, you know, and I'm, like I said, I'm just doing my part, but unfortunately, you know, how I was able to get into this position to where I have a building and everything to bring this, my father, in 2017 committed suicide because of depression. So, and he was only 61 or 62. So I'm thinking, you know, I deal with depression, and I'm like, you know, he lasted till he was 61.
Right.
And I haven't even got to that age yet. You know, how much longer will I last before I get to that stage where, you know, I'll be successful and, you know, doing what he did. But my whole thing is prevention, you know, not to get to that point.
Right.
And that's why, you know, I know, you know, through the arts, it helps out, you know, with that conditioning and everything like that. So, and I know more of us are dealing with that, you know. So I'm just like, hey, let me put this into place instead of just getting out there and just, you know, taking care of myself, which nothing wrong with doing that.
No.
My passion in life has always been to help us get into a better position and everything like that. So
Absolutely.
That's why I brought it, the Lithonia Art Center into existence. And one more thing on top of that is that I came to the city. I'm not originally from Lithonia. However, I didn't come to take away from it. That's why I put the art center in the name Lithonia Art Center, to add on to the community and to give back to the people of the city.
Yeah, well, first of all, we're going to go ahead and say sorry for your loss, because that's a big loss, you know. And for you to, you know, go through that same thing and want to actually help others during your time of depression, because we all know that depression is a big thing. Like, hiding it is a big thing in the African American community and a lot of communities just in general. We actually kind of sweep it under the rug. So it's good that you're creating an outlet for others like yourself to be able to release that tension and find an outlet to, you know, come to a better place in their life. And that's a great thing. And I think that your father would be proud of you on that one. That's very noble of you. Because I mean, from what we're looking at, it's a successful venture, and we're appreciative that you actually put this into a community, even if they're not in Lithonia, that people can still benefit from positively, and that's a great thing. So we're going to go into the next question. You ready for me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So are there any obstacles that you're currently facing while running this business?
Oh, there's plenty obstacles, plenty challenges and everything like that. It's not an easy task.
Right.
And I never thought it was going to be. You know, I always know in life you're going to have your challenges. Whatever level you're on, you're going to have your certain challenges. It just all depends on what degree of knowledge and understanding that you operate with, and on how, you know, successful you're going to get past these challenges and everything. However, with the challenges here at the art center is that this is a new reality, a new business venture. So it's all about getting the eyes on that and letting the people know that this is a place for them to be welcome to. Meaning that in this surrounding area, and me just traveling state to state, you don't have something like this as a norm in our communities.
Exactly.
So it's almost like you have to get the minds conditioned to know that they could come here and it's okay, for them to participate in this. They don't always have to be challenged with being in the box, like go to the basketball court or go to the football field. We're always getting pushed to go to these like sports, or if you can't achieve that, go to McDonald's. No, we're powerful people, so it's like we just need these outlets and everything. So, but it's up to us to produce these outlets. The challenge is just to get the people aware of that, let them know it's here and that it's happening, because I can't do this by myself. I can't do this without the support of the people and everything like that. So we need that. And then also when you do things like this, I guess haters come along with it. So you have people that there's people that want to sabotage the business and want to don't want to see me personally be successful. But in that, it affects what this is providing for the people. We got a mural that is being painted on the side of the wall, and right now the mural is being challenged as far as is the mural works of art, or is it considered signage? The city want to say that it's considered signage, so they want to put regulations and want to make you pay permit fees. And most of the time, artists are starving artists. They're always trying to make ends meet, because they're artists. That's what they're focused on. They're not really focused on business or anything like that. So when you put regulations on a creative mind, it kind of stifles that, put blockages and everything. And the artist needs to be free to be able to express themselves. And then on top of that, business owners should have the right of freedom of expression and everything like that. So ideas like that, those are challenges, as far as the politics and everything like that want to put regulations on artists and things that are happening over here. And I don't know how deep you want me to go, but it's there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
And on top of that, even in and of myself, meaning that I'm not sitting here saying that I know everything and what I'm supposed to do and all that. I still deal with depression. I still deal with learning curves of learning, the business side of things and all that.
Right.
So I still have a uphill battle to go when it comes to dealing with the center, and that's the challenge is that I need the people now to get behind this, to support this, not for me, but for them,
for the general population of this
right.
area, in the Atlanta area. So y'all make sure that y'all come and support this man's center, the Lithonia Art Center, actually the community's center. The Lithonia Art Center is not just for Lithonia, the whole Atlanta metro. Y'all
That's
need to go
right.
ahead and make your way down here,
All
look
walks of
online,
life.
everywhere, and support this brother in his mission. And so what are your hopes for the center in the future?
My hopes is that this continues to grow,
Right.
continues to develop. I look at it as a entity just like us. It's in its baby stages, its infant stages and everything, and it needs to continue to be nourished, and so it could grow and be able to provide what it is here for, to provide to the people and everything like that. And I can't wait for the next big thing to come out of this environment, because you can't have an environment full of creative people and nothing new is produced out of that. So this is a prime opportunity to not only to get the next big thing, but to also put Lithonia on the map, to
Right.
put East Atlanta, to give it another superstar
space.
shining light, you know what I mean, a beacon of light and all that.
Awesome.
This is a platform, like a blueprint that could be
used all around the world.
Right, used all around the world.
Countries,
and every community like this, because this community is about 90% black, probably even more, and we're deprived of a lot of resources and a lot of opportunities and outlets and everything like that, and this could only get better. So in the future, I just really want this to transform into something even more powerful, something even more beautiful, and it is. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's so much I could say about what's going to happen in the future, but even in this little building, because it's a little small building, the building turned 100 years old this year.
Okay.
You know, and it's just bringing back to life. We need to bring, this strip, Center Street,
back to life.
Back to life.
It is.
Right.
You're right. Because I'm looking like, why are they blocking? And it's like needs to be more traffic.
Right.
This actually should be a great thing for the city. And I feel like they should back it up 100%.
Right, because this Center Street has been, nothing's been happening on Center Street for years now.
Okay.
For many years now, nothing has. But they have literally been ignoring this street since.
Like, and it could be falling apart in a sense.
Yeah.
Until like this is like the only place of life I feel really in this area. Oh
yeah. Since this been open, and it's been open for about 5 months now.
Right.
5 months now. The people has been coming in, trickling in, and everything like that, slowly but surely. But I just been getting countless praises for this being here, because everybody's like, oh, we needed an art center, because they always got to go up north, or they got to go deep into Atlanta to get something like this and everything.
Like
so
yeah.
It is adding on to the immediate area, not just Lithonia, but also Stonecrest, Stone Mountain, Conyers, Covington.
Yeah, all that on the 20.
Right.
All
So,
right.
It's a need, or it's filling the void that was here. So don't get behind me. Get behind the ideal and the movement of what's actually going on here, because you don't see my name on this. You know what I mean? If it was about me, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? There's many. I'll probably be in Atlanta, directly in Atlanta, because that's where everything is popping. So, it's truly about the people, and if the people want this, then it's here for them. And I would say, we need to when it comes to gentrification, we need to gentrify our own cities.
We need to gentrify. I agree.
And we're in the best position because we're already here, so we don't have to, go looking for cities that we could just take over.
You're right.
We're already here, so all we got to do is just take a little bit more importance on ourselves, put a little bit more value on ourselves, and then we could grow and become excellent, like we know that we are.
Yes, I like to hear that. So, what services does your center offer? Give us like a rundown and let them know exactly what they get when they walk into the doors of the Lithonia Art Center on any day of the week, or pick a day. What can they look forward to seeing in the center?
Absolutely. They're going to be looking forward to see a lot of creative minds here. It's like I said, it's a creative house. It's a creative incubator. So when you come here, you'll be able to connect with those that have beautiful visions and everything like that. So it's like a networking environment. So if you're a writer and you're looking for somebody to do illustrations, you come here. You can connect with illustrators, and vice versa. Illustrators connect with writers. It's an open space here to where we can have all type of creative ideas, which I want is all types, from dancing, from music, from spoken words. You're gonna be able to get the sipping paints, figure drawing, figure painting. We got comic book class, all these creative ideas, whatever you can imagine, is going to take place here. All you got to do is come, because when you come, I'm always inspiring people to bring their art out of them.
Right.
Because everybody has an artist in them, because art is not in a box to where it's just, in one area, meaning that an artist is not just one that draws. An artist is not just ones that sing. There's an art in everything.
Right.
Last night we had spoken word, and there was a couple that came out, and one of them was a lawyer and the other one was a nurse, and they didn't believe that they had any type of
outlet
artist in them.
Oh, okay.
So I had to express them. You had to. There's an art to everything. There's a skill to everything. Johnny Cochran was a lawyer, was an amazing lawyer, but he couldn't do that without having the gift or the ability to execute what he did. That's an art in that. A nurse, you have to have an artist in you to be able to nurture people and take care of them and bring them back to health and everything. You have to have a gift and a skill and ability to do that. There's an art to that, because not everybody could do that.
No, they can't.
I can't go up in there and do it.
Me neither. I don't know. You won't catch me being a nurse.
Right. So, what they're going to get is they're going to get themselves. When they come here, they're going to get themselves, and they're going to get what is inside of themselves. That is the true gift, and the gift is you. You are the gift, and you give to others, and others will give to you. That's why I say when they come and they patronize, when they bring their hard working dollars here and everything, the dollars go back to them, because this is a representation of them. When they come here, they're not giving their dollars and I'm running off, spending in some other with other cultural and giving it back to somebody else.
Back into the community.
It's giving back to the community.
Okay.
So it's a 360. So yeah, they're gonna receive, and then just for everybody else, and a lot of time I speak about us as a people and everything like that. But even with others, they get to have an experience, an enriched experience, because we are truly the ones that make the world turn around. Everybody always looks to us for fashion, music, dancing. We do it. We do everything. So if they want to participate in it, and then they want to be recognized and respecting our culture and everything, that's what they'll be able to get and receive too. And they could help out, and they'll be recognized for that. So
if you're going to respect our culture, fully respect our culture. That's basically what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Fully respect it on the highest level, not take it and make it your own. Fully respect the creators. And this is a great creative space for all Italians, everybody in the Atlanta area to come visit. Even if you're near or far, make sure you come stop by the Lithonia Art Center. And I know you guys have something, you have like different events during the week, like Melanin Mondays, you have a meditation. Yes.
See, there's so much that goes on here, and I just be like, I be considerate of time. So I be like, I don't know how much time you're giving me to just, lay everything out. But yes, we have Melanin Mondays. That is a community-based discussion to where we come to a round table and everything, and we actually have a open discussion. The regular discussions, like if we're talking on a regular basis and we get into the mind and we go over these ideas and we're like, oh yeah, that's right, that's so true. And what's his name needs to be here. What's her name should be hearing this. That's the ideal of the Melanin Mondays, where we had that discussion, but it's an open forum and it's solution based. So it's solution talk, so we're not just talking, we're coming up with solutions on, actually how to make these things happen.
Right. And also it's from my understanding, it's a co-op workspace as well, right?
Right.
Co-op workspace, and also you have the ability to rent out the space for your events as well. So it's always open for that option.
We got meditation, because like I said, and meditation is an art, and we need meditation. That's a part of healing and everything. That's a part of helping the mental health challenges, as therapy and all that. So and then meditation goes to other levels, what they call Reiki and
Reiki. Okay.
Yeah. Because we got to deal with every level, you know what I mean, spiritual, mental, and physical. So
I agree.
we deal with all those levels here and everything like that.
Okay, so we're coming to the end of our interview. I'm done.
Ah.
No more questions, but is there anything that you wanted to add to let the people know, just to close out, let them know anything about Lithonia Art Center, maybe drop the address, something, you know, the full address so that they can come visit, or website, or social media handles, all that good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the Lithonia Art Center. It's located right in the center of the city of Lithonia, on Center Street. And if you Google Lithonia Art Center, is the only thing that's operating in this name, the only entity operating under that name. So as soon as you Google that, every platform will pull up, from the Instagram, the Facebook. It'll give you the address, which the address is 7268 Center Street, Lithonia, Georgia 30058. Even if you just Google Maps, if you just put in Lithonia, it's going to take you directly here, in Lithonia. So yeah, just check it out. Go on to Instagram, see what's happening, get involved, participate. I do operate a nonprofit. It's Lithonia Arts Foundation, and you could actually donate to that nonprofit. This nonprofit is I got the nonprofit in order to create programs that are going to be free to the community, but at the same time we have to be able to pay the bills here. We have to be able to keep this infrastructure up and going and all that. So and like I said, when you donate or you come and patronize, it's only going back to yourself, because this is all about self, meaning that being self independent, self-reliant, and all that, just giving back to yourself. This is what that is for. So we'd love for everybody to come out and check it out. Once again, my name is Steve Paul. If you want to check out my personal works of arts and everything, my Instagram is Steve Paul Creations, and that falls, you could Google that, and I'm the only one operating under that title.
Okay,
so.
awesome. So we want to say thank you again for coming to Atlanta Unplugged. Well, actually sharing with us at Atlanta Unplugged what you have going on at the Lithonia Art Center. So you guys make sure that you don't forget to subscribe to Atlanta Unplugged on YouTube at Atlanta Unplugged TV. I want to thank Steve Paul again for allowing us to come inside the Lithonia Art Center, looking at all these beautiful pieces of art all around us. We're just lucky to be here today. And make sure that you guys follow his social media. Not only his social media, make sure you guys also subscribe to Atlanta Unplugged TV on YouTube, Atlanta Unplugged on Facebook, and also Instagram. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in. Peace.